Hey YouTube, we just hit 300 subs.
Thank you for being on this journey with us. We are so glad to have 300 of you inside of our audience.
And we really appreciate the support and the feedback you guys give us through every single video. You really tune in and hear what we have to say.
And I'm so happy that you've joined us for this long and seen us grow from 100 to 200 up to 300.
So today we'll be doing a short and quick game. It's called Homeschool Hot Takes.
So basically one of us will give a hot take and the rest of us would have to reply to it and debate it. So this would be basically our unfiltered version of our channel where we just say what's actually on our minds and what we really think about the world and education in general.
So are you guys excited to start?
Oh yeah, very.
So my hot take is the school system is ruining children's minds.
That's a good one.
I could definitely see that. I feel like, a lot of students, when you ask them, are they stressed out in school? A lot of them will tell you yes. And when you ask a lot of students, do they actually love going to school? The ones I've met at least, they don't usually say yes.
Yes, and I've seen that too. When it comes to public school in general, especially when I used to go to public school in the morning, while some kids are laugh with their friends and they hang out and stuff, I don't really see the passion that they have for not only being in the school system itself, but through the subjects that they learn. It's like they come to this place every single day and they almost dread being there.
My hot take is this: grades don't measure intelligence.
So grades don't measure intelligence. That's actually really cool. And it actually applies, right? Because they can never be fully accurate with it, You can never be fully accurate. A really smart student can just throw the entire test and that will just make them less intelligent. It just doesn't even make sense. So just because they didn't fill this answer in properly or they didn't write this down properly doesn't mean if they're smart or not or anything like that. So it just makes sense.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with what you said. Just because they don't know how to do like a simple test or essay, like you said, right? It doesn't mean that they're less smarter or even more smarter. How academics and education is taught in general, they only have this one specified way of teaching education that only works with a specific set of students who can learn in that way. When there's a bunch of students who learn in so many other different ways that school doesn't really account for. So that's what I would say. The grading system is very flawed. So I agree with you. So this is my hot take. We learn more in one good conversation than we do in a week of worksheets.
I mean, it depends what kind of conversation you have. Like a lot of times in homeschool, we read some books, and sometimes those books are really hard to break down because of just the content that's there. One of the examples is Persuasion. It's like when we read these books, right, we do have a group discussion and we do talk about what we've learned. And a lot of times those conversations are pretty deep and they're we get into deeper material as opposed to a worksheet, which is where I work on an assignment by myself, not really having any what's it called, brain food conversations, if that makes sense. A lot of the time it's just memorization over and over again. So I don't know, is that how you feel too?
I feel like actual learning is practice, but school is just repetition, Obviously, of course, to practice, you need to repeat things over and over and over until you get it right. But it's just you practice over and over, but it's not for one definite thing. It's just the next time you attempt something, it's gonna be different. And then the next time you attempt the same thing after you study for it, it's gonna be a different thing. Unlike homeschool, where you get to repeat after repeat after repeat. If you fail, then it's not just the end. You don't just get an F and then we move on to the next subject. We have to repeat what we did again and again and again until it becomes obviously not perfect, but because nothing's perfect, but it becomes good and enough to share with the world, Okay, so my hot take is mom teachers are kind of scarier than actual teachers in public school.
Yeah, I think that's true.
I think so too, yeah.
I think that's definitely true. But at the same time, you also feel more comfortable around your teacher because it's someone that you know.
So moms being scarier than regular teachers, I feel like in terms of scary, I feel like you're more willing to do what your mother says. If she tells you what to do, especially if she disciplines you correctly, than you are to do what your teacher says. Because I know you would take your mom more seriously because she is your parent. So I feel like in terms of scarier, yes, I would agree with that, but our mom's really kind though. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Homeschool food is better than public school food.
I feel like any sort of food outside of public school might even be better quality than like anything else. Like I've seen where literal chocolate milk comes out as jello.
It's really bad.
And like
Yeah,
a turkey,
maybe.
a deep fried turkey head is just plopped onto your plate. I feel like homeschool food is actually like really good because you actually know what's in your food, you know?
Exactly.
You're not just getting like cardboard, you know, in your food, you know, and then they serve it to you and then you eat for 15 minutes and then boom, move on to the next thing. So it's just like
sometimes
skips
the
like your
food is
time.
just like genetically, it's not real food.
No,
Public
it
school
definitely
at all.
No.
And honestly, I think homeschool food is a lot better because it's also home cooked. So I feel like, you know, the homeschool moms probably know how to cook. That's my assumption because they know that they have to cook if they're going to be
Exactly.
homeschooled. Yeah, homeschooled food is better than public school food for sure.
And even in terms of like health, the health of the food itself, the food in public school doesn't even follow like basic health guidelines at all, right? They just serve you like whatever. Besides the fact that it doesn't even look pleasant,
Right, that's true.
it's also not healthy for you either. And I feel like as homeschoolers, especially like homeschool moms, they could be able to like prepare a meal that's nutritious and also can taste good. But even then, I would agree with Amaka. Anything that's not public school food is probably going to be better than public school food, to
Can I
be
just say
honest.
something?
Yeah.
And basically, the only nutritious advice they're gonna give you is when you finally get your lunch and then the teacher stops you midway to your table and says, fruit or veggie or something like that, you know?
And the fruits were like grown in a lab. So, okay, so that is the end of our 300 sub special. Those are our hot takes. Let us know if you want us to do any more hot takes or a style like this again. Thank you so much for also 300 subscribers. We are so grateful to have each and every one of you in our audience.
So thanks again for 300 subs. We really appreciate the support and the care that you've given this community. And we really like the feedback that we're getting from all of you. And we feel like this channel is growing every day. So we can't thank you enough for 300 subscribers.
And thank you so much for coming to our channel and seeing what we have going on here. Obviously, you know, you two are the ones recording most of the time, and I'm happy that you guys invited me on. So
But you're still a part of our channel.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're a part of it.
I guess, you know, same thing. But else we'll see you in the next video. Bye. YouTube.